Hey actors, let's be honest. Sometimes Shakespeare doesn't exactly keep things neat and tidy with his punctuation. I mean, have you ever been super frustrated when you look at a 3-line block of text and see 14 commas? Well, calm your heat-oppressed brain. My name's Kyle Downing. I'm a Shakespeare coach in New York City, and I've got a tool that can help you out. It's called tangent thoughts. A tangent thought, sometimes called a parenthetical phrase, is an added thought that is not essential to framing the sentence. Tangent thoughts are more common than you think. In fact, I had one just now. See, if we eliminate the thought between the commas, the rest of the sentence will still make sense on its own. The biggest red flag for a potential tangent thought is 2 commas in close proximity. Although depending on what publication you're using, you might find one between 2 hyphens or even actual parentheses. Obviously, not all commas are bookends for tangent thoughts. But if you think you may have found one, double check by saying the line without it. If it still makes sense, you probably have a tangent thought to take advantage of. These tangent thoughts can be as short as a single word or long enough to fill multiple lines of text. So now we know how to identify a tangent thought. But how do they help us as actors? Well, tangent thoughts are actually a really important tool. See, by locating the tangent thoughts in a block of text, you can mentally organize a long, complicated train of thought. These monologues will show you what I mean. This text from As You Like It is a common audition monologue for young women. In it, Phoebe has a lot of tangent thoughts, but the trickiest part is the 2 separate tangent thoughts that come back to back. I've highlighted them both in different colors for clarity. You'll notice that the monologue works if you omit either or both. So the challenge for the actor is to keep them both distinct and separate while still managing to carry the surrounding thought through. This is one of Miranda's monologues from The Tempest. Again, we see multiple tangent thoughts littered throughout the text, but the most interesting one is the words "no doubt," which serve as a tangent thought within the larger tangent thought of "who had some noble creature in her." It's an interesting challenge. This monologue by Benvolio in Romeo and Juliet is the most difficult challenge we've faced so far. See, the blue text, "with his sword prepared," is a normal tangent thought, but the green text, "which he swung about his head and cut the winds," references the sword and is tangent to the blue text. Digging even deeper in a crazy, complicated Inception-type way, we can see that the purple text is actually tangent to the green text. Working backwards, we can confirm all this because the monologue works without the purple text, it works without both the green and purple text, and it works without all of the blue, green, and purple text. Thanks a lot, Shakespeare. But that's not all. See the yellow text? That's actually also a tangent thought, even though Shakespeare didn't include any physical commas, hyphens, or parentheses around it. If you don't believe me, just try the monologue without it. The 3-layer tangent thought and the invisible tangent thought are both extremely rare case studies, but you have to be able to recognize and work with something like this when it's present. If you've found all your tangent thoughts but are still having trouble making them work, there are 2 simple hacks you can use. One is from an action objective standpoint, and the other is from a technical standpoint. To find out what they are, send me an email, visit my website, or hit me up on social media. Here's how. Check this out. For more free tips, hints, and material suggestions from all 37 of Shakespeare's plays, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel by visiting my website, www.kyledowning.com/Shakespeare, and clicking on the blue subscribe button at the top of the page. You can also follow me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. Got a question? Tweet it at me, and I might just answer it in one of my future videos. And to book me for a private coaching session, send me an email to nyshakesguy@gmail.com or fill out the contact form on my website. Thanks for listening, and keep up the hard work on your bard work.